guys, welcome back to another episode of Terminator Zero. This is episode 5, I believe.
Yeah, we're doing episode 5 and 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did this episode start out?
Oh shit, man, this episode starts off fucking crazy. So in the last episode, Skynet came online. So episode 5, I'll just give a quick synopsis. Episode 5, Malcolm brings an AI named Kokoro online. Meanwhile, the boys have different opinions about Misaki's motivation, and Eiko realizes she's stepping into unknown territory. This episode starts off right away. Nukes are dropped. Yeah. So here, this is I think either Los Angeles or some area. I don't know. I know it's either Los Angeles or New York, because there's one. There you go, New York. All of America and shit gets nuked.
Yeah, and like I said, this right here, these two pictures remind me of, what was that, Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Terminator Judgment Day.
Yeah.
This was like, when they had when she was dreaming.
Yeah.
Sarah was dreaming. Yeah, this is crazy.
So he turned Kokoro on, right, and she goes online. But the thing was, so what I thought that they were gonna do it differently in this show. I didn't think that Judgment Day was gonna happen, because on all the other ones they either postponed it or they postponed it or they stopped it, right? But in this one it goes through.
Yeah, so I guess they need to have something to make it. They have another season.
I think there might be another season, but I've heard rumors, but nothing concrete yet. He turned it on and she's connected to the web and shit, really legit. Okay. And then here, the nuke is about to drop. Now this is Hiroshima. This is the dome, the Hiroshima dome that got nuked before in World War II. So it's pretty crazy shit. And then this is where all the nukes went off all over the world.
Damn.
Yeah,
I remember that part.
So when Kokoro went online, she activated. Remember the room where all the robots were at? So she she activates all those robots. She just lets them loose.
Basically, I remember that.
Yeah.
And she get to see everything through them.
That's fucking crazy. So the robots just start murdering people, but there's a reason for it. We'll see, like, so in Japan they have the Special Defense Forces is SDF, I think, JSDF or something like that. They're SWAT. So it's pretty much the war against the machines has begun, and now all this shit is going down in Tokyo. So what ended up happening also is Kokoro stopped the nuke from falling. I forgot to take a picture of that one, but so Kokoro stopped. She when she came online, she ended up stopping the nuke from hitting Japan. I'll put a picture of it in there.
Hey, this picture right here remind me of course, I always go back to iRobot too. Yeah. Like
red is when they're in attack mode or defense mode, I think. In the last episode, they had captured her and the police was taking her away. They took her in an ambulance. But that's when the robots started going crazy and shit. She noticed that when she didn't pick up a weapon, the robots didn't do nothing. Because the little girl was about to grab a gun. And if she would have picked up that gun, the robot would have killed her and shit. Yeah, it's more like just the robot.
I remember that scene.
The robots are going fucking crazy and just going around murdering everybody. But they're murdering anybody that's seen as a threat or me. So meanwhile, we still got that other Terminator. That motherfucker's still on the hunt.
Yeah,
and he's able to target Misaki. I don't know. Did you have any thoughts so far?
Not on that in particular.
Okay. So
that's Misaki right here, right?
Yeah, this is Misaki. So what ended up happening is the kids find out that she's a robot. He's like, no, you're a robot. You're a piece of shit. You're worthless. And he's just talking to her like that.
That little boy was pissing me off.
That was fucked up. He was treating like shit.
This lady been caring for him this whole time, and then he just turned on her really quick just because she a robot.
No, but he ended up like picking up because she lost her arm in the last one, so he ended up giving her a robot arm and shit. And then it's just that's the army going up against the machines and shit. And then so fucking Malcolm. What? No, is it Malcolm, right? Yeah, Malcolm, yeah.
Yeah, it's Malcolm, yeah.
Malcolm, he's still fucking talking to Kokoro. All he does is fucking talk. Yeah.
What those broken chains? That's supposed to be representing that she,
yes.
She is free now?
Yes. Okay. So she brings up. Well, I'll stay on this image. She brings up something that she asked him what is the definition of a robot, and he didn't know, or where does the word robot come from? A robot is from like a Russian word, or one of you. I think it's Russian word, and it means slave and shit. So she realized that she was being used as a weapon, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna be utilized as a weapon. I'm gonna use you humans as a weapon. She's free now too. So that's why she ended up taking control of all the robots. So now, because she's online, she was able to like read everything on everybody and shit.
That's crazy.
And she sees herself as instead of being used by the humans as a weapon, she's gonna make her own choice. But that's what Malcolm is doing this whole time. He's just trying to talk to her persuade her to help him. He hasn't like forced her or shit, but he got in a big fight with the robots, but he ended up taking one of them and he takes it apart in order to camouflage himself.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, and then
that was smart of him to do.
Yeah. And then we got more of, the robots are just Kokoro, because they're all connected in the hive mind.
Yeah.
Kokoro is giving orders, like you said, she could see everything. So she tells all the people, and you're now under my control.
It's like, so I guess they borrow a whole bunch of stuff from iRobot.
Yeah, it feels like a good mix-up between iRobot and Terminator.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
No, but I mean, that was pretty much episode 5 overall. What are your thoughts on episode 5?
Episode 5, I like, this is kind of where the I think episode 5 was like a catalyst to start off the next episode 6.
Yeah. No, this was pretty good. This shit had a lot of badass shootout between the army, the special forces and the robots and shit. These robots are fucking brutal. I haven't even shown everything, but I recommend you watch it. This episode is very legit.
Very good. Y'all need to definitely try to watch this, especially like we said, if you like the Terminator, if you like iRobot, it's a perfect combination of the two mixed together.
So I think that was it for that one. So that was episode 5. All right, let's jump into episode 6.
Episode 6, here we go.
Yeah. Okay, episode 6. See, the prophet. All right, the prophet is the old lady. She engages in a deep discussion about the paradoxes of time travel with Eiko. Meanwhile, Malcolm shares a poignant memory with Kokoro, and the children are hopeful about reuniting at Cat Town.
Yeah, they was on their way to Cat Town, that's right.
This to me was legit. The way the lady, they finally fucking sat down and explained how time travel works.
Yeah, I like that part too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm a big fan of time travel. So
let's talk about time travel and paradoxes. Most people picture something like this: a straight line, simple, elegant, and all that one has to do is simply travel back. And you've never once gone back in time before, have you?
Not that I'm aware of. No, never.
Ah, exactly. Not that you are aware of, that's right. And therein lies the paradox. You're changing things. Up until you go back in time, that past never happened. You're traveling to a past that never took place. Time flows in a simple straight line, but time travel sends you back to it, not the past. The point in time you're traveling to and the point you're coming from are different timelines. Every instance of time travel, every time someone stepped foot into one of those machines, all they've really done is manage to swap out one reality for another. This next part is the part most of us get wrong. Skynet, in all their data, gets it wrong. When they started sending Terminators back in time to assassinate the various resistance leaders before they were even born, they completely overlooked the paradoxical nature of what they were doing to begin with. They were blind to the truth, then and now.
So they hoped to change the present and the future going into the past.
However, it is no longer their past, is it? It's not a past at all. It's a whole new present.
Time is, in that sense, is not linear, but she explained it very well. How the paradox that the robots that Skynet was doing is Skynet thinking it sent machines to the past. All it was doing was just making a new future every time. The machines didn't think about that shit. I don't fucking know, but yeah, this is where she's talking about how time is linear and normally how we would think about it, right?
And this kind of reminds me of remember in Avengers, what was it Doctor Strange? Now it was Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange movie with Spider-Man in it. When the lady was trying to explain about time travel and all that, and timelines and all that stuff, she used this type of stuff.
Yeah. But that was a big difference because that was a whole thing about branches, and
yeah.
I mean, I guess it sounds similar.
Not saying what she's saying was the same, but it's just saying how she
explained it,
how she's doing, how she's explaining it, like with the lights and all that stuff.
Yeah, it had a very similar feel to that. I forgot which Doctor Strange movie that was. There's too many of them.
I think it might have been.
Oh, the Spider-Man one, no?
Yeah, I'm not even sure which it was that one, but yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So during this time, like Misaki and the kids, they're having a hide from the robots, because the robots are crazy, and I think the robots see her as a threat.
Right, because they know she can kick their ass if she wanted to.
Oh, we get some good shit in this one. We get some good shit in here. So, but yeah, so they're gonna try to make their way to Cat Town, pretty much. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the little girl heads off to Cat Town.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel, Tony. You already said it last video.
I don't know if this is actual place in Japan though.
It really is?
It might be.
I actually would believe it if it was.
No, that's the thing, because they have cafes. So in Japan, they have like cafes where it's just like cat theme, and they have actual cats, and you just chill there with the cats. They have like an owl cafe where it's like filled with owls and shit. It's pretty cool. And there's like a monkey cafe. It's all kinds of shit.
I guess.
Yeah. On their way to Cat Town, Misaki sees a robot that's hanging up, but it's a trap. She feels for the robot, and then what these guys did, they had set a trap, and then they had set a bomb on the robot and shit, and like Misaki falls for the trap, and these guys are about to beat her ass and shit. Then one of the kid ends up jumping in. And then that's when her defenses mode just activates.
Yeah, she turned into a badass.
Hell yeah, holy shit. She just starts tearing motherfuckers apart.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
This is probably my favorite scene of the whole of this episode.
Yeah. This is very legit shit. And then you can see she murdered a bunch of motherfuckers. But this one dude got to her because he held the little boy hostage. And that was the only way to stop her. And shit, but
all the other dudes, you can see them on the ground right there.
Yeah, and she was freaking out because this dude was about to kill the little boy and shit. But then, his brother fucking comes out of nowhere. He steps up. He fucking shoots the guy and shit.
Yeah, I remember.
But this guy, he's still being a fucking asshole. Watch. Yeah. He's being an asshole because he does this shit.
Yeah, if he shot her right there, I don't think it would have killed her anyway.
No, it wouldn't have killed her, but still, he's like, you're a robot, you don't mean shit. He just keeps talking to her like that. Yeah. It's fucked up because she just saved their asses.
Yeah, this dude, he's pissed me off. This whole run of this show, he pissed me off.
Yeah, and then that's when, before he's about to pop her off, the other boy jumps in and he just starts beating his ass. Yeah. Hell yeah, he did. Fuck yeah.
His little brother got up on him. Got with him on this one. Yeah.
Because he's like, no, she just saved our fucking lives and shit. So he was like, no, she just saved our lives and shit.
That's crazy when a little kid, somebody younger than you, have more logic than you. And more heart, or whatever you want to say.
No, that was the fucked up part, yeah. So what ended up happening is, I guess the boy, the other older kid, he gets pissed off and like kind of, I don't know, they just kind of walk away. I don't know. But so meanwhile, all this shit is going down. We get back to Malcolm. Kokoro is now asking questions to Malcolm. She's trying to find out I guess who he is or what happened. So that's what we get to finally. One thing that I did wonder about, I don't know if you did, is his wife. Who the hell was his wife and shit? Yeah. So finally we get an image of him and his wife and what happened to her. So she ended up dying in a bus accident and shit. Yeah, and like it really fucked him up for a while.
Yeah, he became like isolated.
Yeah. Because at first he thought that maybe it was a conspiracy, that the robots were against him, or somebody had maybe assassinated her and shit, but it was nothing like that. It was just an accident. He's talking to Kokoro, and Kokoro is just trying to put shit together about people and stuff. Yeah,
that's why she kind of slowly but emerging together.
Yeah, because she's starting to see some of his viewpoints. She's starting because she's asking him about life and shit. She's asking, how did you feel about when your wife died, and how does that, how shit like that. She was just questioning Malcolm this whole time about life shit, and yeah, she asked him something, I guess, kind of profound and shit. So she's like, he said humans or damn, I don't remember I said, but something about humans are not curious. Humans, they look into stuff, try to find meaning in things that sometimes wouldn't, normally you don't think have meanings.
Yeah, that's definitely right. That's definitely correct.
Yeah,
people do that every day.
Yeah, and sometimes it's both good and bad. But as a person, it's I don't know. You give meaning to life like that, and shit like that. It's all about life shit. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that shit?
Yeah, I think it's a true thing. People, I guess it does give meaning to life. Like some people like stuff they can explain why things are happening when it really. I mean, everybody loves to put their opinion on something. So people. I think it's part of being human, being able to be able to explain something. If it's not explainable, then it becomes weird. It becomes just like out. People just don't like it if they can't explain it, or they'll make it like a conspiracy around it or something to try to explain it.
So she kind of related to him. She's like, me as an AI, I guess she thinks like that, or she believes she thinks like that, or she wants to see stuff like that. So it made her kind of like connect with him for a bit. So that was all good shit. This motherfucker, the other Terminator robot, he's still on the hunt. I don't know how the hell he's ever spotted like 300 miles away, but
he's a Terminator.
Yeah, fucking Terminator. It's pretty crazy shit. Yeah, there's his ass, doing
that damn red eye over there.
Yeah, zoom enhancing like 10,000% shit.
Basically.
Hell yeah.
This the super stalker right here.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is a pretty good shot, huh?
This is a good scene right here.
Yeah,
I like how he like put in my notes. They look like Arnold when he was on his motorcycle in T2.
That's the same shit that I thought. I'm like, yeah, that's a perfect callback and shit. Let's see. Oh, so the kids that are with Misaki, they finally make it to Cat Town and shit. So the boy he ends up going forward because he hears his sister's voice, but it turns out to be an ambush by this motherfucker. He also ended up going, because he was following them the whole time. So he ends up ambushing his ass, and he ends
his ass.
Yeah, he ends up capturing him, and then meanwhile the other chick, she showed up, and then her and Misaki were about to get into it for a minute and shit, but then the little girl stopped her. But it was pretty cool scene. There's a lot of good fights in this one too. No, but I like
the color. The color in this. Yeah, I like that purple haze that's like outlined in there. Yeah, that looks really good.
I think they're trying to make it feel like it's a rim lighting effect, but it's also kind of stylized. Is what they end up doing. Yeah, I noticed that for several characters, several shots they do that. But yeah, so the boy, he ends up getting taken away by the other Terminator shit. And
the oldest one,
the oldest one, he gets taken away and shit. And then she's gonna, I guess, trying to help him out and stuff. I wonder how, because she was being choked out by the robot. How is she able to still hold up against the robot like that?
I don't know, man.
Right.
I think she's not. It's something. She's maybe got future like technology in her or something. I don't know, and they don't explain it. Maybe they explain it next season. I don't know.
Yeah. So okay, add that
It gotta
bit.
be something with her to be able to battle up against these Terminators or robots.
Yeah.
She gotta be special in a way because
She gotta be
they chose
enhanced.
her to go back.
Yeah.
That's why they chose her to go back and not nobody else.
But yeah, I mean that was pretty much the end of episode 6. Is the older son, he gets captured and shit, and they're gonna head off to, I think, to his workplace and shit.
Yeah, Malcolm's lab over there.
Yeah, where he's been hiding this whole fucking time, not doing shit.
Yeah, up to this point, that dude, his character's been lame and boring.
No. But I think they did that on purpose. I think because well, when we get to it, we'll get to it here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to it. It's building up to a good scene.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat action with Malcolm.
Yeah.
Say that.
So it's gonna be pretty crazy. But overall, I mean, what are your thoughts on, episode 5 and 6?
This episode, in this particular episode, I think this one, I like the action in this episode because you had Miyako. No, it's Murasaki. I'm sorry. Is it Murasaki?
You good.
Yeah, Murasaki show how badass she is. Like, so, and then you got, I like the throwback of the Terminator 2 with this guy here.
Yeah.
And it's just, and that was pretty much the best things I liked about this episode.
No, overall, this has been a badass episode. Cause I've been going back and just rewatching them, so it's been pretty legit. I kind of get distracted because I end up watching the episode. Yeah, but yeah, no.
What I didn't like is this little boy right here.
Yeah, he was being an asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah, so stay tuned for episode 7 and 8.
All right, peace out.